Good morning. Hello. Happy Friday, everyone. Our weekend has started. We don't have any school on Fridays. So, here we are. It's officially the weekend for us. Let me know what you're doing this weekend. Are you doing anything awesome? Okay, I want to make sure that I'm in the right group. Let's see. I'm coming on today to chat a little bit about how to make things automatic. There's lots of times that we want to accomplish things. There's lots of things we like to accomplish during the day. Lots of little goals that we have that we want to make happen, right? And when it comes to our big goals, whether it be like eat healthier or feel more energetic or be more intentional with the kiddos, these sorts of things, we'll like kind of make these goals and ideas up in our mind, but actually making them happen can be really challenging, right? So I want to talk about how we actually make that happen. Okay, looks like I'm in the right group. Because there is a way to actually put these goals, make sure that we get there. Like we can put it on autopilot. And it's really not as hard as we make it sometimes. We make these big lofty goals when really it's just one small yes will add up to the big yeses. So the small things we do daily will get us to where we want to ultimately go. So automating our goals and setting ourselves up for success is just as simple as creating habits. Okay, so I said it was simple, but this can be hard, right? We're going to tackle these things. So there was this quote that I posted this week I thought was so fun. True. It said, routines are great if it serves your goals. If not, it's called a rut. It's called a rut. So lots of times we have habits that we aren't intentional about and we can automatically go there. See, this is how we get things on autopilot. We have routines that we set ourselves up with, and they either put us in a rut or they get us going to where we want to be. So the brain, it only has so much capacity, right? I think it's like 2 pages worth of information is accessible to our brain. And that's it. Right? And so what's really cool is that they have found that in people that have amnesia, they might not remember their name or where they came from or where they live or these sorts of things, but they don't forget how to go to the bathroom or how to tie a shoe or how to brush their teeth or how to get dressed, right? Because these are things that are stored in a different part of the brain because they are automatic. It's like a habit. It's a habit. They know how to do it without even looking, right? So this is how we can set ourselves up, because then it takes less energy for our brain to process once it's a habit. So we don't have to be try so hard to get that water in, to get that walk in, to spend time with, intentional time with that one kid. Once we make it a habit, it just will happen. And those small daily things that happen habitually will get us to our big goal. So routines, setting up a routine is so stinking helpful for these things. creating a habit, right? So for me, I'm going to share with you what my routine for the morning, which has really set me up. I think once I kind of established these things, it has been super helpful. So, like right when I wake up, I will go, I'll get out of bed, I'll grab the water that is sitting by the side of my bed, and I will start sipping it right away while I go start my coffee, which is already kind of pre-set. It's kind of set the night before, but I'll pour my water in and I'll get it started while I'm sipping on my water, and then I go brush my teeth. Then I will go back and set my space up that I'm going to sit down and read my scripture in. And then I will make sure that my water is done. I have a liter of water every morning before I reach for my coffee. It's just something that I put into place about 2-3 years ago. So the thought is I'm going to earn my coffee every morning. And that helps flush the system out. And all the toxins that have built up overnight can flush out, and I can actually start my day hydrated. It's really phenomenal. It's a great habit. I'm so thankful I started it. So then I sit and I have time. I just spend time with Jesus every morning with my coffee after my water. Then I'll do some study and some work depending on what time I wake up. And then it's time to get the kiddos out the door. And right when I get the bigs out the door, I get my walk in. And then I come back, make my bed, take a cold shower. I hop in the shower. And whether it's like a wash day or not, because I don't wash my hair every day, you guys. I will get in underneath some cold water to jumpstart my body, get my energy going and my cellular energy going. And then, made my bed, cold shower, get ready to go eat breakfast, and then time for school I do homeschool for the littles. And so, it doesn't maybe start until 10 o'clock, but think of I have knocked out so many things already that I can already kind of feel accomplished. And that routine has got me, it has served me very, very well. And of course, this was not super easy to establish. It took some work, right? And I only would start establishing a few habits at a time. So I would really encourage that when you are getting set to start implementing things into a routine, if you want to drink more water, start implementing it. Attach it to something that you already do. So I want to drink water first thing in the morning. I'm going to attach it to my coffee. So that's one way I can remember, okay, I got to drink my water before I drink my coffee, earn the coffee. So there are certain supplements, I have to set my alarm. That's something I have to do, or I will forget it. Even though my alarm goes off every day, I still honestly haven't made that part of the routine. Part of the routine is turning off my alarm and then taking my supplements. So, I don't have it perfect, and this doesn't happen every day, but I'm just saying, when you get a routine in place, it can really, really help you to get to where you want to go ultimately with your big goals. So, there are other things, other routines that I might do. I have a routine for meal planning and shopping. I kind of have a way that I do it that has created efficiency, and it's just a good routine. When you have a routine, it can just make things happen better, and your brain doesn't have to work so hard at it. A laundry routine. I have a laundry routine. It's habitual that I will fold my laundry right when I get it out of the dryer. And I had to really establish that because I got so sick of the piles of laundry just piling up, and noticing how much easier it is to just stand there real quick, separate it out, instead of having 5 loads sit on the couch for 2 days and then making all these piles on the ground. It's just So routines really help. Oh, good one is clean up the car every time you fill up gas at the gas station. I'm trying to implement that one. But gosh, how easy is that to make sure you have a clean car? Is by just every time you stop, pick it up, just clean it out. But there's things that I still would like to add to and establish routines about, like reading with the kids every day. I really want to do that. I really would like to make sure that I'm practicing yoga more frequently. So, we have these goals, and trying to attach them to something we already do is an easier way to establish. Okay, so 3 little things to maybe just kind of help you start implementing routines into your life. Just pick 1 or 2 things at a time to add, and then once it becomes it takes less energy and it becomes more of an automatic thing, then you can add another thing, and start working on just start working on 1 or 2 things at a time. We don't want to try and overwhelm, because then it's easy to fail, and then once you fail, you're like, what's the point, and you stop trying. So stick with it. Stick with establishing 1 or 2 things into your routine before you move on to trying to add more. However long it takes you, you can do it. And I found that creating a checklist, I don't know about you, but for me, that is helpful. Like, if I know that I'm trying to establish something, just having a list out where I can easily go look at, whether it be on the fridge or on the counter that I pass by all the time, to kind of make sure that I'm hitting the things that I want to hit. Writing it down really actually helps your brain process and gets it on like those 2 pages that your brain can retain at a time. It'll keep it there a little easier, right? Just writing it down. Actually, it's been proven that it is 15% more likely that you'll follow through with something if you write it down. So I encourage you to do that. And also setting an alarm. Always very helpful. There is one thing that I do, and I encourage a lot of my people to do, is to set a thankful timer. I established this pretty early on with my kids when I noticed they were complaining a lot, and I might have been having a hard time feeling good. But the benefits of living gratefully in life and having a thankful heart is astronomical. Both Bible-based studies and scientifically, being thankful will totally help your mood, will totally help you get to where you want to go. So setting a thankful timer at those stressful times, and it will go off, and an alarm will go off. And I remember when the kids were young, I would say, okay, everybody list off 2 things you're thankful for right now, and it was beautiful, and it totally helps. So set timers. Like I said, I have one for my supplements as well. Make a list and only add 1 to 2 things at a time as you're trying to establish a new routine or create a new habit. All right, I hope that was so helpful for you. And let me know what you think, what what was your biggest takeaway, if any of those things were helpful or encouraging. I would love to know. I know a lot of you are going to watch this on a replay, so just make sure that you comment and participate a little bit. All right, love you guys. God bless. Godspeed. Have a great weekend.